How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well tonight. And yeah, we're going to be doing the class trial of third chapter, which should be a lot of fun. Oh, this is going to be an interesting case. It's gonna be an interesting one. I hope you're ready for the bonk master's killing. Steve will join us in a bit. I don't know when. Yeah, he's online, so he'll join us in a minute. Oh, this is gonna be fun. So we have this court case, which is nice. So we have the court case. So we have this trial has two killers. We're going to go over the true bullets in a second. What else is there? We have the execution. We have Steve. Oh, this is gonna be so fun. Who do we all think the killer is, though? Or the blackened this time around? Who do we think it is? Actually, let me just also check the VODs. My VODs. As well, just to make sure that I leave. Because I didn't do the second chapter yet. Like, Okay, so that's trial 1. Okay. So, yeah. So one is going to expire in 5 days and the other one's fine. Well, I'll go get it. Okay, that's when I played Overwatch then. Oh, I think one of them must have cut out. Yeah, one of them cut out. That's why I have two of them. Okay, Steve's here. How are you, Arsling? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah.
That's good.
Kinda tired, but yeah, good.
Yeah, one sec there. Alright, I'm back. The dog wanted to go into my sister's room. Guess she just cannot stay in the room most of the time.
Yeah. The wheels of justice may grind slow, but can't no one stop them. No one contradicts my law.
Yeah, I'm after looking at a lot of voice lines, and I think we have more than enough to pick from.
Yeah, honestly, it is a gold mine. We have the entire script there.
And some data mined ones and unused ones, some that have been removed since, like, beta.
Yeah, I'm guessing you had a gander at the whole lot.
Oh, I had a good gander, yeah.
Yeah, and the good thing is I can still hear the voice in my head when I read them.
Yeah, I think Coyle has one of the best voice acting in Outlast.
Yeah, standard hillbilly, crazy psycho, police officer.
Yeah. His voice lines are funny. I'd love to be with Red Barrel right now and do like do like a prime asset.
Oh yeah.
Wait, imagine if we
Another.
got like twin prime assets. Like one appears at one stage, another one appears in a different stage.
We
Yeah,
already got like twin enemies in the first game, like the two naked guys.
yeah, but we bring them to Outlast Trials though.
Oh yeah. Well, to be honest, it's gonna be a really long time before we get a new prime asset.
Yeah, because of some bastard that decided to hack into their servers or something.
Well, yeah, and also because we just got a new one like 2 months ago.
Yeah. Seriously.
It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, Franco is pretty good. But seriously, why hack a small company like that? Well, I don't know if it's really... Well, small staffed, big fan base.
Yeah, like 40 plus people.
Yeah. Why could you not just do that to Riot or Blizzard, the people who really need to be hacked? And Game Freak.
Probably because they're too powerful.
Yeah. Well, maybe not their servers, but lawyers, yeah.
Oh yeah. Like, Game Freak finally got around to suing Palworld.
And they failed, didn't they?
No, I think they succeeded, I think.
Yeah, we'll have to see if another update comes through, because I think you can still buy it.
Oh yeah, you'll never guess what I found.
What?
I'm gonna put it in chat there now.
You found a Typhlosion?
Nah, something cooler.
A stacking? An Octillery? A Lapras?
Something very scary.
Oh, you're able to buy.
I'll show these fucks my toy.
Oh, that's cool. You can buy a gooseberry now.
That thing is, I'm considering it.
Yo. That is actually quite nice. That is.
Oh, you need to stream your thing on Discord so I can, like, listen to the audio.
Yeah. And I already put you on the wrong screen. There we go.
Open this now. There we go.
You can see both, right?
Yeah, I only need to see the Discord part. Not really gonna interact with chat much. You could do that.
Well, you could. When someone comes. God damn it, Ori feels so fucking empty. We're already halfway through the game. These, look how empty it already feels.
How many of us are left? 8?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 if you include Makoto.
Yeah.
God damn. And we're going to be -1 more in him after the end of this trial.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too long.
Yeah. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation, and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
My voice.
Monokuma appears!
Oh great, why is there 2 of them?
Oh, I forgot.
Hello, hello, hello. He multiplied?
Wrong.
Not multiplication, it just looks that way because of an illusion. Great. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've multiplied. Yeah. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Yeah, if we punch one, right, one is fake, so therefore one is real. So if we hit the fake one, he cannot punish us. Nah, he'll punish us for just trying anyway. You caught up yesterday? That's good, Antron. Hope you're doing good. Antron's here, Steve.
Cool.
Yeah, so you looked at the investigation then, yeah? Yep, perfect. Well, just go over the true bullets anyway. Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Okay.
Oh, okay, fine.
Hey!
And everyone's here and ready to go. Please board the pain train or elevator. To be honest, he's not wrong. It is kind of pain train. He's not wrong though. That's the thing. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins. Oh yeah, Antron, who do you think is the killer this time around? Who do we think the killer is this time around? This gonna be fun.
Come on, like, there's no way no one can not know who it is.
Yeah. I think it was Hero, by the way.
What the heck?
I told you alright. I didn't do it. For serious.
Where's your evidence?
Yeah, where's the evidence, Hero? You couldn't provide any of it. Earlier. Yeah, the game wants you to think it's Hero, but... That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume or the note? Well, no, but heavily suspicious on Celeste. Okay.
Okay.
Not bad assumptions. To be honest, everyone is a suspect other than Ray, Makoto, Hina, and Sakura. And Kyoko. Well, kinda Kyoko.
I think Kyoko's can be a decent suspect because she's been missing for a lot of it.
She went missing for most of the murdering and the investigation. Maybe Kyoko just went off to play do a bunch of chess puzzles or something. 80% certain he is on Celeste. Okay. Actually, Byakuya and Toko are also suspects as well. If you're wrong. How unfortunate, then it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey.
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's go down there first, then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I'll let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away. I can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. We technically could, because no one liked either one of them. So,
Yeah.
to be honest, they did us all a solid, to be honest.
Honestly, yeah.
they did the series a solid. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives, Bonk Master. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends, the killer is someone right here. So glad the two of them are gone though, they were nuisances the entire time. Now we actually get only the good characters are left.
Well, some of the good characters.
Yes, other than Byakuya. Everyone else is decent.
Yeah.
Other than that. I don't like Monokuma's carefree attitude. Yeah, I don't think most people don't, depend on the situation for Monokuma. Let's hurry up and go so we can make Hiro pay for his crimes. Were you listening? Wait until we get to the courtroom to begin your arguing. It would appear the culprit has been confirmed. This trial will be over in no time.
Hey.
The story begins when we get down there. It wasn't me, you gotta believe me.
Yes, yes.
Come on, Big Mac, let's do it. Fuck. That's our nickname for the rest of the series, Big Mac.
Sure.
I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard the pain train, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, didn't I say it already felt empty? The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. Maybe Monokuma just, makes the elevator go down another level or two, depending on the trial, so it takes longer to get down there.
I am not looking forward to this trial.
Yeah. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate. Goddamn. This might be the best courtroom in this game yet. It's actually quite nice looking. Oh, the ones in the later games are way better though. When I see all of you gathered together like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only cause of you. Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other? What? Do you really hate me so much? Well, I'm so cute. Nah, it ain't cute. It's adorable. Stop goofing around and begin the trial. Don't rush me, of course I'm going to start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. Imagine if he actually did that for a game.
Sadly, we do get those.
Yahoo!
Yeah.
They kind of count.
They kinda do. I'd never hold out on you like that. Okay, let's begin. Get to your assigned seats. Well, really standing podiums, because no one
There's
no.
seats.
Yeah, there's a standing podium.
You don't have to do this every time, Nicole.
Yeah, it's just it feels like it was written differently that time. But I had a feeling it was the same thing. Huh. I know I talked to Celeste last time. Where's her skill?
Did you equip it?
No, remember I got a raise.
Yeah, don't you need to equip it?
It's not there, so it's just question marked out, so I know I got it.
Do you not like need to like equip it somewhere in order to access it?
No, it doesn't look like. I think this is a passive one, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. We'll go over the through bullets.
Yep. Okay. The Monokuma file. We can skip over who died because we don't care for either one of them. I'm joking. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Taka Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the brain. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. The tarp was found in the repository under Taka's lifeless body. It was apparently used to move Taka in order to avoid leaving any blood stains. The dolly was found when the body was rediscovered in the repository. This specific dolly has no handles, and blood was found on one of its wheels. It is assumed that this is the same dolly that was in the equipment room where Taka's body originally was discovered. When they were first found in the nurse's office, Hifumi's glasses were covered in blood. However, when they were next seen in the repository, they were completely clean. Hammers of all shapes and sizes were found in the repository. One of them was found wet and had apparently been recently washed. The door connecting the art room to the repository was designed to open only from the repository side. According to Hina, it was locked during the search for the missing body. However, when the body was rediscovered, it had somehow been unlocked. A puddle of blood was found in the equipment room where Taka's body was initially found. A tire track had been left behind in the blood. The cloth was found in the trash can in the nurse's office. It was branded with a popular cartoon character and was found with blood on it.
Anime.
Yeah. Anime character, yeah. I don't know why they put cartoon. I guess that's an English translation error here.
That is clearly an anime.
Clearly not a good one because Hifumi likes it for whatever reason. I still don't know how two bodies were moved from floor to floor without anybody spotting. Yeah, that's the thing we're going to have to decipher on how both bodies were moved later on in the trial.
Yeah. I think the culprit made sure that nobody would see it.
Yeah. And they were super strong too by the looks of it, because how were they able to move the fat ass Fumi around?
Yeah, I don't even think Sakura could, to be honest.
Nah, Sakura could even fucking... Well, she could budge him, but she wouldn't be going that far that quickly. No way it's Hero. It's too slow and dumb. Yeah.
That is a good point, yeah, like... It doesn't seem like the kind of person smart enough to pull off a murder plot.
Nah. He can't even kill a fly and get away with it.
No.
Fumi's body disappeared when Celeste and Aoi left for the nurse's office to use the bathroom. Apparently, they weren't gone for more than a minute or two. This is the note that Yasuhiro wrote to get everyone to meet in the dining hall. Meet in the dining hall is all it says. The handwriting is remarkably neat and clean. Yeah, we don't have to care for the handwriting part.
Surprisingly good handwriting.
Yeah, my handwriting's atrocious. But yeah, it's still readable. Steve has good handwriting.
I do not.
It's better than fucking mine. By a long shot. These are blueprints for a Robo Justice, which were found in Hero's room. No one but Hero could have possibly fit in the costume. In addition, anyone wearing it would not be able to see their feet or bend at the waist to more than 90 degrees. I haven't wrote anything in 10 years. The only thing I've been really writing is my name. That's the only thing I've really been writing. I don't really need to write anything. If I do, it's I'll mostly, and if I'm able to do it on a computer, I'll just type it out. I think it's quicker than me writing it. Apparently, Hero received a mysterious note last night. The note reads, I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 AM.
Wow, and he actually went along with it. Got a note from an anonymous user and just decided to go along with it after hours.
Hey, see, do you think if we were to send Hero the most aggressive Trojan horse that Speed opened, do you think he would download it and open it, thinking he'll get a free prize or something?
Yeah, completely.
Taka's wristwatch broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock. It was confirmed that as of last night, late last night, the watch still worked, which means it must have broken the following morning when he was attacked. Taka's lifeless hand was found clutching a small scrap of paper. If Fumi had this note hidden on him, one edge of it appears to be torn. The note reads, I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 AM.
Wow, he fell for it as well.
Yeah, how's everyone falling for the fucking glory hole in the fucking place and everyone must go to it?
Yeah, after hours when everybody's asleep and nobody's even signed the letter.
Yeah. Each student has their Each student has their own e-handbook, which also acts as a keycard. The owner's name is displayed each time the handbook is booted. It is believed that no one's handbooks were involved in carrying out murders this time. Monokuma has personally said that handbooks were not used in this kill. So there is that.
Yeah.
So we know that no one swapped handbooks, or borrowed, or stolen, or used anyone else's other than their own. So we can throw that out the window.
Here we go.
All rise.
Let's begin with a basic If you can figure out who, then I'll punish. Now then. We already know who did it.
Okay, there we go. I just skipped the thing without skipping past important dialogue.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Coming from Genocide Jill, the most notorious murder fiend. I think they did. I know they did this one on purpose.
Who are you calling a murderer?
I am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it. And all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you?
Hiro has no rebuttal in this.
Yeah, he does seem a bit confused, though.
Not only confused, but like so worried out of his mind that he doesn't have a skull anymore.
Yeah, like...
I don't know!
Is Hiro really the killer? Yeah, he 100% he's the killer. Before anything else, we have to make that clear.
Okay, not sure if this one is.
Okay.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Oh, I think I get it. I think. I'm not too sure, I could be wrong. I think you have to counter Celeste. That's definite.
Everything we found in your room.
It was found in his room.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff! It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
We have to counter...
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
Sorry, I can't hear. What do we counter with?
Blueprints with message.
With who?
I said that quite clear. Blueprints with message.
Yeah.
Everything we found in your room.
Okay, you didn't hear me.
The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
Then I may have fucking missed it actually.
I don't know anything.
It's not true! It's a conspiracy!
Hiro, why?
No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in your room.
Yeah.
The
Fuck.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
No, I'm fuck. Yeah.
You missed it like by a millisecond.
I don't know anything about
Yeah.
that stuff!
Was it right
True,
though?
It's a conspiracy!
It was right, yeah. The reason
Hiro,
why
why?
is because
Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second!
Yeah.
Everything we found in your room, the blueprints, the suit parts, they
Shit.
are all proof enough
I got cock
that
blocked.
you are the culprit.
I
It's not
swear
true, it's
to
Hiro,
God.
No! Just hold on a second!
Everything we found in
The blueprints, the suit parts.
There we go.
No, that's wrong!
Steve, you're trolling.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote. asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Nah, you can't disguise your handwriting just on like that. Well, he could, but he didn't do that. He would keep it nice because of, like, spirits cursing you for having bad handwriting or something.
Yeah, plus he's not smart enough to disguise his handwriting.
Nah, he couldn't even forge his own signature, even if he tried.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto,
My point.
are you saying you don't
Yeah.
think Hiro's the culprit?
And he even admits himself.
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro is innocent as well.
Let's go, Byakuya. Wait, how did Byakuya not want to fuck with this trial? He fucked with the last one.
No. He must have a change of heart.
Yeah.
What?
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
Didn't Hina find him in there at the time?
Yeah.
Is it like
Yeah,
Hiro
was
said?
the only one found in there.
Was there really someone
Yeah.
running around in a second suit?
No, I don't think there was.
Only one suit.
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
It was fucking you. You're the one with the second suit. Imagine if Byakuya actually had a second suit. Just to mess with the case.
It does not sound like the kind of thing he'd build, though.
And of course he passes it off to me.
So, who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
It could
Just-
only be Hero.
The Illuminati.
I got it! Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Yeah, all the women just think it's him, while all the guys are just doing the bro code right now and saying it's not.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What?
Okay.
Okay, so Byakuya really came in clutch. He's actually making it so we actually get to the actual end of this case.
Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body.
Yeah. How did he get from one place to another place?
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items.
Yeah, we know what they are.
Yeah, we do. A lich resurrected him and literally, or just at least used animate corpse body, undead, right? And made him move himself. There we go.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that were used to move Taka's body, they must have been
I got it!
the repository dump. Yep, it was the terrapin trolley. There's still one more thing. The blue tarp.
I got it!
Double
They
kill.
were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Yes. What's with the attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, And then we rediscovered it in the repository.
Yep.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yep.
It was the same tarp that up until then was stored in the equipment room.
Yep.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly. Later, when Taka's body reappeared in the repository, so did the dolly.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body, am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Not mistaken. That seems a little sus there. Because that's the only way Taka's body's being moved without making a big mess.
Yeah, plus there was blood on the dolly as well.
Yeah, on one of the wheels. Really, it should have been all four. Due to having to drive it. Actually, no, maybe two max. Actually.
Yeah.
Because we do see two sets of tire tracks, but I think they just did that for visual, just so we know it was the dolly that went through the blood a bit.
Yeah.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No, because I remember...
We spawned in both rooms.
Yeah, we saw it in all both rooms. Makoto remembers it, I remember it, Steve remembers it, Antron remembers it. So it's all been there.
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
I like how he just does not help.
You're just pushing everything on us.
Yeah, what? I don't mind the way that all the characters at least make it so we actually have to try and figure out, but at least can we get a few characters that don't just dump everything on us?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway.
I think the next two games are really bad for that, actually dumping everything onto us.
Especially the third game.
Yeah. Well, the third game has a reason for it. So that one's kind of justified. These two games, not so much.
We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Oh, shut up.
Bro. She did not talk this much in the last two cases. Well, maybe the last case, but the first case not so much. Whoa, I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean. But maybe I can change her mind. If I just explain to them why the dolly must have been moved from the equipment room to the repository.
Wait, bullet time battle this early? What?
What's bullet time again?
Bullet time battle, the rhythm game.
Nah, I think we're fine.
Why is it happening this early?
What the? Oh, this fucking game. Oh, what the
You
fuck?
had it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
Way too early for this.
You miserable.
How do you
wretch.
fucking reload?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. Do your worst. You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a
Neither
fool.
can I. I can't see.
You're worst. You miserable wretch.
I actually cannot see
You
it.
have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. I cannot agree.
This should prove it.
Yeah, she's so aggressive this game.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it.
Is that the fastest bullet time thing we had in the entire series?
Yeah, and it did not need to happen as well. She was so certain that they were not.
Yeah, why the aggression and hostility in such a friendly tone?
Yeah, she was never like this in the last 2 trials.
No. She's acting out of character, in my opinion, here.
There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread.
Antron's saying he hopes it's Celeste.
The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as
Yeah.
they wheeled the body out of the room. And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository.
Wait, if blood was on the wheel, shouldn't that not have dragged every drop of blood to the art room, the repository?
Yeah, there would have been blood in the hallway as well.
Okay, I guess I see that Spike Chunsoft oversaw that a little bit, or they just decided to just make it so it's only a little bit of a track and then just stop it there.
Unless the culprit cleaned it in some sort of time.
Oh yeah. Oh, but would they have had enough time for that, Steve? Where would they get the bucket and mop and then had time to hide it?
I don't know, I wasn't thinking.
Yeah.
So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Jeez, does Celeste really hate me that much? Yes. Shit, I think Celeste may secretly hate everybody.
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
It's not a robot, it's the Bonk Master who got a double kill.
It's the Power Rangers Megazord.
Hell yeah. It was the blue Power Ranger, guaranteed.
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer.
Yeah, so would I.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
If you remember what happens when you don the suit, if I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does that mean? It means Hero was too fat. But from which Power Rangers? I don't know. Whichever one.
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room.
Yes.
And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body
Yes.
in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly
Yes.
and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Yes, it doesn't.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No.
You can't.
No, that's wrong.
Because Hero's too fat for it, so he couldn't actually bend over.
Exactly.
You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
Hey Steve and Antron, quick question. Which is your favorite Power Ranger series?
SPD.
I actually like the Power Ranger Samurai, actually. Time Force, ooh. I don't know if I've seen Time Force, but I've definitely seen SPD.
Yeah, I like
Oh, Dino Charge was so good. Or the one with the Mystic Force. That was also a pretty good one as well.
Oh yeah.
I like how they always make it look very old, but really, other than Samurai and future ones, past Samurai, but every other one, even though they could have only been made in 2016, they look so old.
Oh yeah.
Which is kind of funny. I kind of like the older versions a little bit. They feel a bit nicer or something.
What do you mean?
Nope, it was the Illuminati. Yeah, they'll have to completely agree here.
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
How does Hina not remember that she couldn't actually see past her like the big chest of the suit and couldn't bend over?
We tried the suit on.
Yeah, I know. And how can she suddenly not remember that she can't see her feet or anything or bend over?
Yeah, I don't know how.
I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
When you're in that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but you can't even bend at the waist.
Well, he can always kick the dolly and slash tack it all the way to the repository, so there is that. You just don't have much control. And someone would definitely hear...
I don't think it would be possible in such short time, though.
Nah. I don't think so either.
Cause keep in mind, like someone had to be doing all this while everyone was roaming around looking for the bodies, so... something really hard to pull off.
Yeah, and like they could always return like the second you're in the middle of the hallway, they can just turn around the corner and see you straight away moving the body.
Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your
Yeah,
feet?
well, I was kind of saying kicking him.
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Nah.
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Yeah. You can't even wrap him up like the sushi roll or something. Or a burrito.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Oh, here's another contradiction. There's absolutely no chance that costume was taken off just to move the body, because you can't take it off by yourself. Oh wait, no, it has that Minecraft enchantment where the only way to take it off is when you die.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
It has cursive binding. So the only way to get it off is by dying. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid frickin' thing. That's the clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help them.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Yeah, and you can't take it off by yourself either, Antron, so... How is Hero meant to, like, kill Hifumi, drag him up the stairs, right? Or even get a tarp around Taka to even move him to repository. And even if you manage somehow to do all that without anyone catching you, how are you meant to get them into the repository? And why lock the door when they're both dead?
Yeah, honestly, if you can pull all that off, then you deserve to leave the school.
Yeah, you deserve to graduate if you manage to pull all that off and get away with it.
In the Robo Justice as well.
Yeah.
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it.
Or would let people see the blueprints either. Or the material.
Yeah, like, it's just making it obvious and suspected.
Yeah, I think this has to be like one of the worst red herrings in this show, in the game ever.
Yeah.
Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
Nope, he couldn't.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please.
Oh,
Have you
great.
forgotten about the picture that I took? You all
Oh,
got a
yeah.
good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice?
Hifumi's meeting his future hero, Robo Justice, and he's just so happy.
If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
He's just fan starstruck. He just really loves Robo Justice and all mecha, so maybe he's just fangirling right now.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
How did you get hurt? That guy hit me. What guy? Robo Justice, that's why I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah, she is, Antron. She's being very aggressive against us for whatever reason.
Yeah, like every time we get close to the truth, she's just like, nope, that is wrong.
No, there's this picture I've taken, but what about this piece of evidence where Hero's doing this? Or Robo Justice? Like, why are you just doing this? Like, we could just solve it so quickly if you just leave us continue down the path we were at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
Wait, see, there's no real limit on the class trial, is there?
Honestly, no. I mean, Monokuma always tries to get us to hurry up, but I don't think there's any actual time limit.
No, so realistically, you can, and I think he has to feed you just so no one dies. So,
yeah, but I don't think it's ever gotten to that point yet.
no. Imagine if there was one in, imagine if they did make a series where, like, it just lasted days because no one can agree. And they all just keep going in circles for, like, a few days.
Honestly, that would have been cool to see.
And very annoying because of how time-consuming it might be.
Yeah, imagine, like, it's such a perfect crime that you can't even decide who did it, and just, like, you're just stuck there for days figuring out who it could be, and you have to make the right choice.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool. And then it just leaves you up to your judgment who did it.
Yeah.
So you either guess dreadfully wrong, which is 1 in however many chance, or the dreadfully right. That would make a sick trial.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, The truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
Only Genocide Jill would think that.
Don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have...
Plus, maybe
We have
get
to
find
do
out
it.
where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
All right then, let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up, so we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
Yeah, I can't remember if Kyoko ever does. Or she does it just in the nick of time to where no one suspects her, I think.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant. I know it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
Kyoko seems too important to die this early. Well, we are roughly around the midpoint of the game. Rough, I think. Is it midpoint or is there a bit more, Steve?
Kind of it, yeah. Chapter 3, yeah, we're kind of at the midpoint now. I mean,
Yeah. So we're a bit further than too early. But it also, yeah, it's still a bit too early, maybe, to kill anyone big and important off yet. That's why we're getting rid of all these jokesters that don't need to be here, other than Sayaka. And Junko just got annihilated because she broke a rule and just got murdered for no reason.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
and then,
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been the person we should literally just leave die and not even just go even check in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. We really didn't have to go back. We could have just left the natural selection do that part, in all honesty. Survival of the fittest for Hifumi.
Yeah, or just rely on the other group to go back instead.
Yeah.
at that point, we decided to divide up into 2 groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement.
Yep.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time. Because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the three of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Hifumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Remember, Monokuma said we can only kill up to a max of 2 people. So therefore, Toko was technically safe, due to that one rule. This can't be happening.
But when they went back, Taka was gone.
Yeah. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing.
It was Houdini this whole time, making bodies disappear and reappear in other places.
Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository.
No, it was the Illuminati, yeah, true. The Illuminati Houdini made 2 bodies disappear and reappear.
Which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
Yeah.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation.
Ooh.
And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
The contradiction hidden what happened to Taka. In order to uncover the truth of this case, I have to find them no matter what.
Okay.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
No, I think it's order.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Shit! No.
Shoot!
Let's think about this.
So,
Let's just go through the
regarding
whole thing.
Taka's death,
Yeah, that's my own
I
fault. I
wonder
jumped
if
the
he
gun.
died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
I think it's order.
What makes you say that?
With Hina here, with broken wristwatch.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer
Yeah, I
4.
forgot about that part.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
The order
I
that...
think it's a absorb bullet. I think that it's an absorb bullet.
Okay.
I think you need to absorb the order and then counter Mina,
Yeah.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in.
And then
Taka
counter
came
the
last.
number.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed
God
with
damn
Justice
it.
Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing.
Back and do
See?
it again.
So it's obvious Taka came after.
What?
Go back and do it again.
Yeah, I can't believe fuck this. I never miss.
I wonder if, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
There we go, yeah, it was an absorb
No,
bullet.
that's wrong.
I keep forgetting that's actually a thing in this game.
Hold on. There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers.
I forget absorb bullets are not just within. I keep forgetting it's within this game. I thought they always came later in the second game.
If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah, it seems like the numbering of the hammers was to distract.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
Evidence that proves Taka was killed before Hifumi. I feel like there was something. Yeah, there is. Are we doing it? It's Hangman's Gambit. Wristwatch.
Oh, okay.
Come here. Oh, I needed that. I thought... What? Oh, I need a T. My bad. I actually don't like this Gambit. I need another T. Because I have to wait for bloody letters to come. Like that. In the other half,
don't worry.
yeah. In the later games, it like puts it in
wristwatch.
It puts it in the spots, no matter if you don't have it in the correct, even if it's in a further down spot, isn't it?
Yeah.
See? Look! It broke with the hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night...
Hey you, how long are you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointingly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
So if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yes. Literally, Hifumi literally gave, what was it, like the last breath? Like, he literally showed his last breath in front of us, like, saying it was Hero that this entire time that killed him.
Yeah. There could be something else, we don't know. He was kind of dead and delusional.
Yeah.
And before Celeste was attacked this morning, which happened around 7.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Wait, and wasn't Hifumi moving around in the bloody library too? Saying that before he moved down to the nurse's office?
Yeah, he was just found in the library randomly with, like, a hammer bludgeon.
Yeah.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Yeah, so therefore no one has an alibi, even though they could be snoozing in their bed.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
Yep.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko.
Yeah.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
Yeah.
That's totally true! We're all in the clear!
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on.
If that's true, where's the tape?
Where's the recording machine? Where's the tape? Where's the CD? Where's your evidence?
Yeah, you
I don't know.
make shit up.
See? Bro's not helping his case whatsoever, even though we got the suspicion off his back. He's still not helping his case even after it.
Yeah.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Hey Steve, you said the exact same thing.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
Yep.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then.
Nope.
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
No, none of them are cute boys like Chihiro was, so she definitely wouldn't have touched them anyway. Not that she would have wanted to touch Hifumi anyway with a 10-foot stick anyway.
Yeah.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles. So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how. In particular,
Okay.
I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's body got moved.
Yeah, there's no elevators in this school, so they definitely couldn't drag his fat ass to an elevator.
That's true. We searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
We cannot have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time. He was too big to be moved. Yeah, he's too fat. No one can move a badass.
Okay. Then how did the body move?
It seems so. Yeah.
his body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Yeah, the Discord mod ass can't be lifted.
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
God damn. Now that's a that's case breaking right there. The only person that can move Hifumi is Hifumi. So therefore, something must have happened.
The dead body moved on its own?
Yeah.
No! Not another... No!
Okay, can we just throw Hero out of court at this point? Because he's just being useless. Antron's gears are moving.
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is... we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Yeah, he literally said his dying words in your arms, Hina. If you remember in the repository.
Yes, but what they mean is that he was alive back in the nurse's office.
Yeah.
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
Yeah.
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
No one officially checked his pulse or breathing.
Yeah, exactly.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
He's playing possum. No one got the defibrillator out to make sure he was actually dead. Or a very long needle that goes up your arse.
That it isn't possible.
The idea Hifumi was still alive, is it really possible? Yes, it is. Make your argument, Steve.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
Yes.
No, it is impossible.
No, it's not.
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
Wait.
And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Ooh, I think it's an absorb bullet.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. What do we absorb? Kyoko?
I think the point they're trying to make is that the body discovery announcement that we heard the first time was for Taka, not for...
Yeah, so if we absorb Kyoko and his counter Celeste's argument with that because she said maybe it's for someone else, which is Kyoko, which is what we have to absorb. Then we say it was yeah.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
There's a chance.
Yeah.
Hifumi was dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, that's why we have to counter
That
here.
is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you saying that when we first...
there's a chance he was actually still...
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead. Without...
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's
Dead body had been found.
No, it has not. It never said a person's name. It just says a body has been discovered every time.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
No, it only... If everyone remembers, it only says a body has been discovered. It never says exactly who has been discovered. Therefore, it cannot be Hifumi.
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
Because they managed to... So, by the time they got down the hallway, after probably searching every room for the Robo-Justice assailant, by the time they got downstairs and opened up the door, it seems like they reached there nearly at the exact same time. That's what they're trying to get at.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere.
So basically, Antron, just to confirm, they both basically discovered Hifumi and Taka at the same time, but the body discovery announcement only went off once for Taka because they found them at the same time.
Yeah.
I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if two bodies had been found, there really should have been two announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that It's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
And both squads had 3 people.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time, which means even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Yeah. So, for one of them, right, it was only made for one of them. Then later on, it was made for the second one.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's...
Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The second body discovery announcement, the first time we played was when we found each body in the nurse office and the equipment room. And the second time was when Toko was found unconscious, just after Hifumi came back to life, or when both bodies were rediscovered.
Yeah, the first one.
I got it! We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies.
Ding dong. A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet. Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Yeah, and we have a piece of evidence for that.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
There has to be proof that shows
I think I know
Hifumi.
what they're gonna bring up.
Yeah. I think so too. But then again, I may be on the wrong idea.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's body was in the nurse's
No, it's
office.
true.
And
Aaron
then,
said
while me and
jokingly
Celeste
in
were the
brackets,
bathroom,
Hifumi. I was trying
his
my
body
impression of
disappeared.
2D.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no notable difference.
This one.
Then,
Fuck.
was
I
he
missed.
really still alive?
It was there.
Of course
It's
not.
Hifumi's
It is
glasses
impossible.
against that. And
This is ridiculous.
how are you, Aaron, by the way?
Yeah.
Well, here's one
Get me
the
there.
first time
Come
we
on.
found him, and then
Come on, they're
his
cooked.
body
And the next time, it was in the
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being, other than the change in how it was positioned, there was no
Notable difference.
They're cooked here.
No, that's wrong.
Doing good, enjoying a peaceful laundry Saturday.
In
Nice.
fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository.
We use Hifumi's glasses as the evidence here. And we used it against Celeste. I forgot what she said. I have a memory of a sieve. Okay, the first time we saw Hifumi in the nurse's office after he got bonked and died, quote unquote died, his glasses were full of blood. Right? And then after his little disappearing act, right, when we found him in the repository, his glasses were clean. Why is that?
Someone would have had to wipe them off.
Yeah. And we have evidence to even prove that. We found in the trash can.
His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
I feel like the murderer, the culprit, the Blacken, just knows what they're on about. It's just they just want to play coy right now.
Yeah, like, come on, it is kind of getting...
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
Yeah.
his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless.
See? So why would yeah. So why would the person, if they were moving Hifumi's body, clean Hifumi's glasses for no reason? If it was not
I
Hifumi.
found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
The evidence I found in the trash can in the nurse's office was the glasses cleaning cloth that has probably one of the worst anime out there if it were ever to come into tuition.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot.
Why do you say cartoon when it's clearly an anime character?
I'm gonna keep correcting them.
Yep, that's what we should do. Anytime they say cartoon, we say anime.
One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yep.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles from Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
Okay, I'm surprised he'd even remembered that, and it's very unimportant.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here with their glasses.
Yeah, Bianca secretly brought all that. Right, and his room is just filled with all Pudgy Princess stuff in his room. He's just secretly a big weeb for that anime.
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
Nah, this is cap. I vote Biaki on this one. He's capping right now. He 100% has something anime related in his room. Actually, if we ask Toko, maybe she snuck in there at some point. She can confirm that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
So what you're saying is...
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true, it does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
It does. We all confirmed he's playing coy, playing dead, playing possum.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Exactly, no one else.
Yeah, I really should be cleaning my glasses more often, but I actually don't. And I will say, after cleaning from a really dirty state, it actually does only benefit you, and it looks and you can see way clearer. You're starting to get pissed off with Celeste. Yeah. But I'm not really am, but it is a little annoying that she's trying to counter everything with something.
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
Yes! Hero, get the fuck out of the courtroom now, you fucking arseling.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet.
Yeah, she's exactly doing that. Like, Celeste's is trying to counter rebuttal, but is failing so hard because we can just throw her argument out the window.
Yeah, plus, like, we had a bullet time battle really early into the trial that ended so quickly.
Yeah. Another thing is that it is hard to see with liquid on your glasses, like water or blood. So you definitely have to clear them in order to see, and you're not tripping over your own feet then. Even though I can do it without wiping them.
Well, blood is very thick. You could find it hard to see through it.
Yeah, water is basically transparent. Blood is not, so yeah. You'd definitely be tripping over your own feet if it was blood.
And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, because he wasn't dead at that time.
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Nope.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies. He probably used one of those.
Yeah, we didn't need to need any points from that because because Hiyoko says it here. Kyoko.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere.
Yeah.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained.
Art said Hifumi. Yeah, I really sold it, didn't I? Yeah, he fucking sold it in the first half. The second half, not so much.
It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
It was Taka himself. He moved himself. He didn't want to be caught dead in that room a second time, so he decided to move to the repository.
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the nurse's office, he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Yeah.
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside.
Yeah.
Which means when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And Tron gets it, which is good.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
But that means he took part in the murders.
Yeah, so here's the fun thing. Did he kill first? Or did he kill second? Remember, you're only allowed one blackened in this case.
Well, yeah. Well, he was definitely an accomplice, but obviously someone else had to kill him, so that was probably someone he was working with.
Yeah. So, looks like he's an accomplice then, yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah, unless he actually killed Taka.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Yeah, show us more.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed.
What were you saying?
Yeah, basically. He's spoon feeding at this point.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
I do.
Oh, yeah. The scrap of paper.
Okay. So was it scrap of paper or the note Hifumi had? One of those two.
The note Hifumi had, I think.
I got it!
Yep.
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
Yeah, it was stuff in his pants.
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
Called it.
And Kyoko checked.
Yeah, I think Kyoko just likes going into people's pants without permission. She just has to wait until they're dead so they can't object.
Well, not for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, everyone get their head out of the gutters quickly. She does this for scientific reasons and court reasons.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Oh, this isn't the second time a trial has... This is the second time a trial involved someone's pants. Last trial, we found a dick. This trial, there was a dick and there was... Well, maybe there probably wasn't. Who knows? Probably too small to find. But also a note.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
Ah, that's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. In my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
Finally, he contributes something in this trial.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
It's similar.
No, the timing is different.
Yeah. Other than the location and time, that it's basically similar.
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro. And that person could only have been...
Hifumi's pants.
Definitely.
I love a lot of these answers in this section, to where some of them are just complete jokes.
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection!
No, there's no objection.
I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So whoever wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Stop with the nicknames.
No, she will never stop with him.
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right? Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still. I can't let her get to me. Let's just have a look first.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
No.
But remember what the note said. What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter! The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Nope, has this. Get out of here with that.
What's wrong?
Yeah, both the watch and the note say 6 a.m.
Yeah.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already
on
proven
time.
that using his wristwatch.
What?
At least he was on time.
Yeah. It's always on time for everything.
Can you make sure the Discord, like, audio is higher than the game audio, kinda?
Yeah, let me just...
Because, like, your finding it hard to hear. I can hear you just fine when the game is playing.
I don't know what it really is. You're up full whack. Like, you're up full whack for me, so I don't know how else to turn you up.
I don't know.
Maybe turn up your mic and see.
Oh yeah. I can't really adjust my mic volume.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
We need more Genocide Jill voice lines. She's too funny.
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. Ugh. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it? Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Well, it's not wrong.
Most likely, Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Yep.
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
Okay, if you look at the corner of the fucking piece of paper.
Yeah, the piece of paper.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
It looks like they all just kind of take the evidence with them into the court case to show it, don't they? Instead of just leaving it there.
We don't see anybody carrying any evidence.
So how are they showing these visuals then if they didn't carry it there? Does Monokuma kind of bring them?
I do not know.
Because how are they showing people when no one literally decided to bring the evidence with them?
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
Yep.
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Okay, it's official. Hifumi's is an accomplice who didn't get jack diddly squat in this.
Yeah.
Other than death, which is good for him. He needed to die anyway.
Yeah. But the question remains, why did he help?
Yeah.
To figure out next.
Whoa.
Why did he help?
Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
No, he's 100% dead this time. Consolation prize, my soul is 2D, fuck's sake. No. Hifumi will never be 2D. Even if you try, he'll always turn 3D on a 2D picture. Nah, Hifumi will never get his dream realized.
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead.
This time.
The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
Yep.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Dear
What
God.
are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Oh, how was Hifumi killed? Because I didn't see no Justice Hammer 69 there.
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised.
God, he
It
actually
seems
said
there's some
something smart.
semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after
Hey Steve,
all.
looks like he finally got the brain cell. But it's going to soon lose it, so that's sad. But at least he had it for a little bit.
Well fucking done. Can we give him a clap for that?
Oh fuck. Fucking hell, he finally actually does something actually useful for the entire case.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
Nah, it's so fucking small, it's just bouncing like a Windows with screensaver, just waiting to hit the quarter.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
No, you just need to swing harder and more, and a few more times to kill some with those smaller hammers.
Yeah, I mean, like, small hammer to the back of the head could technically kill you, let's be real.
Yeah. Justice Hammer 1 could have finished the job in one go. By accident.
Yeah, obviously they just decided not to hit Celeste hard enough.
Yeah.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
No, I don't think so in this case.
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. The whole picture surrounding this case won't become clear until we figure that out. Somehow I have to find the truth.
It was the big hammer, the one that wasn't a Justice hammer.
Yeah. Hey, Steve.
Yeah,
It was the spotless one.
What was used to kill Hifumi? Was it Justice Hammer 3?
No.
Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
No, it was 69.
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance! Check out murdergear.com/hammertime for more info!
Well, one thing seems pretty clear.
Fuck's sake.
The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, it's not.
No, that's wrong.
Hey, Steve. Aaron said, imagine if someone bring out a squeaky hammer toy. I present the murder
The
weapon.
murder weapon wasn't a justice hammer at all.
Yeah,
No,
totally.
it was something completely different.
I feel like that would be something Hifumi or fucking Hero would have done if they got their hands on it.
Or Monokuma.
Yeah, well, Monokuma won't actually give you an actual weapon, though. Like, he wouldn't actually interfere with this like that. I thought it would kind of give it away, so therefore he wouldn't.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Nope.
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Now, all the
Hifumi.
hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice hammers used those as a basis for their design.
Yeah, they used the body of it and then just painted over it.
Yeah, that's probably where they came
If
from.
that's true,
Yeah.
that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Yeah, and if you go to hammertime.com, you can see who did it.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Yeah, unless there's some way to convince them or force them to do it. We did talk about how there wouldn't be any reason for anyone to work together. At least that's what we thought at first, but maybe it was Byakuya just fucking with everybody. Yeah, he is the otaku guy, that is true.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that two
It's
people
not
work together
impossible.
on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's one murder, right? In this case, however, there were two murders.
Wait.
Yeah, I think you got it.
I feel like it's a absorb bullet, but I feel like it's not.
Yeah, I think you got it. You absorbed it. Now you know what you need to count for it.
Yeah, because the other three don't feel right and don't actually help the story, so therefore it's an absorb bullet and we counter Celeste with that.
Yeah, I kind of find it.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the
Yeah.
one who actually carried out the act can graduate and survive. Assuming the rule holds true.
Yeah, there we go.
No, that's wrong.
I'll cut through those words.
Since there were two murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been one murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only one person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that two people could act as each other's accomplices to commit two separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime, and based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
Okay, this is solid. To be honest, this is highly possible.
I don't think Antoine gets it.
So basically, what the culprit said to Hifumi was, if you help me if I help you be an accomplice to a murder of killing one person of your choice, then you have to help me kill the person of my choice. Therefore, we're an accomplice in both each other's murders, and we both go out of this school for free. We basically both graduate.
Yeah, although the actual killer didn't stay true to that plan and killed the film, so now there's only one culprit.
Yeah.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating two separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice. Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful. How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
Yeah, why would they pick Hifumi of all places? But then again, he's probably the biggest simp in this game, so therefore it kind of works out. The effort made to convince us the two murders were the same, that was the main characteristic this time. Kyoko must have noticed that fact from the very beginning, which is why she said not to look at this as a series of connected events but entirely separate incidents. Kyoko is really amazing, although when you think about it, she's almost too amazing. It's almost unnatural how good she is at this.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved, but then who was the one pulling Hifumi's strings?
That's problem numero uno right now.
Come on, guys. Who is it? It's really obvious at this point.
Yeah, it's gone too obvious.
Don't even play dumb, okay?
I'm not playing.
Come on, Antron. You knew who it was from the beginning. Let's be real.
Yeah. It's a very simple cut dry case.
Yeah, like the only suspicious one here.
Yeah.
Let's just continue.
Only person that could have done this. The true killer manipulated Hifumi to carry out a number of actions, and in the end, murdered him. Who was the person being the puppeteer to make Hifumi do what they wanted and then murder him? Hey Steve, is this next section where we're going to select who the killer is, right?
I believe so, yeah. That's why I was asking you to continue.
Yeah, I believe so too, so I'm not going ahead. That's why I'm not moving.
I did say you could continue.
Oh. In the debate up until now, the way the case has unfolded, when you consider all that, yeah. Is it right, Antron? Is it dreadfully right or the dreadfully wrong one? There's really only one person who seems to fit. Yeah, it was. Good thing we slowed down here.
Yeah, just get it over with.
Okay. I have to find her first. There we go.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
Ah, so I'm the suspicious individual now, am I?
Very.
I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
Is it a joke? Yeah, I feel bad because she's a great character, but this was a dumb plan. Yeah, she really did do a very dumb plan.
It kind of makes sense as well because Celeste and Fumi were kind of together for a lot of the game. Don't know why, but yeah.
Yeah, they were together a good bit, and and he's a simp, and she just took advantage of his simpness.
Makes perfect sense. There's really no one else that can be but her.
Yeah. Remember like in chapter 1 or 2 she made him make her tea and then she just whacked it against the wall because she didn't like the service.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of the...
Sorry.
Pardonnez-moi.
I should skip it out. Yeah, she's starting to lose it now.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
Yeah, it's clearly he's a simp for you and you took advantage of it. Case closed, boys, we win.
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
What is it that only Hifumi and Celeste had in common? The paper hidden in Hifumi's pants.
Not sure which one it is. It's either screaming or encountering the suspicious individual.
Well, it has to be the screaming, because like that's how they were communicating together.
Yeah, they both scream.
What?
What?
Fuck off! Nah, this one was bullshit.
They were screaming like from floor to floor. That's how they communicated with each other.
That's something they did in common.
Shoot!
Okay.
Try the encountering the suspicious individual.
I got it!
Even though that
The
is kind of
behavior they had
bullshit.
in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it?
It's also screaming.
Oh, I get it now. Because only Celeste and Fumi saw the Robo Justice there.
Oh. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, it
I
does.
mean, they did both scream, but like only both of them have claimed to have seen the Robo Justice. No one else saw him.
Yeah. They both did see Robo Justice.
The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush. The adults are talking now.
Wow. Wow. Bianca, you're not even an adult, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry.
Nah. There's technically nothing stopping anyone from just running over and punching Bianca in the face. You know that.
I can't believe no one's done it yet, especially not in the last trial.
Oh yeah. The last trial, someone should have fucking flipped the table and went for someone. Why is it always after or before the trial someone socks someone? Like, why not during it? That, like, in the most intense debate, life or death, that should be the prime place for someone to just flip the table and just punch someone.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
She let out a blood-curdling scream.
and when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down into the hallway and disappeared.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab,
Yeah.
it was time for her partner to get to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I still don't know how Hifumi would have snuck around the place, to be honest.
Yeah, that's never explained.
Yeah.
I think Celeste was trying to draw everybody away from him.
But it half worked. He must have ducked off into one of the the first or second floor and hid somewhere around there and then continued upwards. Huh?
Yeah, and at some point they both regrouped, and Hifumi ended up dying with no one else around.
Yeah. Which is also never explained. What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
It was to get us to divide into two groups. So that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
Well, we would have split up anyway.
Yeah. And, yeah, they would have had to split up, because I know there's few people that wouldn't want to Hifumi hurt or killed, even though we all want it to happen. And the rest would have wanted to go hunting the strange suspect Robo Justice down.
Yeah, so that was gonna happen anyway.
Yeah. Then why don't we split up into two groups? I'll lead the hunting party, that seems way more interesting. Very well then. Makoto, Hina, and Tina, will you come with me to the nurse's office? I will leave the capture of the suspicious individual to Toko, Byakuya, and Sakura.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
It was your way of telling him, we're on the 3rd floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
Too bad she isn't Moses, who could part the sea in half and walk across it.
I just realized another strange thing.
Yep, it happened all in front of us, which is insane.
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead,
I certainly was not expecting this. I did not imagine that Hifumi would be murdered.
Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered.
And the other two believed
You
it.
have to assume he's murdered at that point.
Yeah.
You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
If only someone got, like, the defibrillator out.
Well, he did look dead at the time, and no one was really in any position to, like, notice if he was not dead or not, so that point kind of stands on its own.
Yeah, no one's... And I think they're all too stunned to even go check up for pulse or breathing.
I don't believe it. Everything, the whole thing was one big act.
Yep. And she nearly played everyone like a fiddle.
Yeah.
Nearly. She can't quite play it. Because she's now caught.
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah. I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you.
You got played.
She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Oh, she gave Celeste and Hifumi the perfect way to get Hifumi out of there.
Yeah.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
She's playing innocent. She's playing the coy game. Playing dumb.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
Yeah, everyone. I think everyone, when they first watch this game and get to this trial, they always. Celeste just acts way too sus. I think they made it a little too easy to suspect Celeste in the trial.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. We're all going to die here. We're gonna die, just like those guys died.
I remember her saying that too, but I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Yeah.
And pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room.
I don't fully remember what they're getting at, actually, but I do know what she said.
Then Makoto showed up and told us Hifumi had been killed. So Sakura and I left with Makoto.
What were you saying, sorry?
Yeah, so I was just repeating what she said, but yeah, well, I won't say anything. I know what it is. I remember. What was so suspicious about what she said?
I forgot because it's been like 2-3 years since I last played it.
We'll come to that in just a moment.
Yeah.
Once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although I don't really get what it means.
Hero never has a clue, though.
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
He actually said that Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. But what is he alluding to? This next part will make it clear.
I won't say it. Yeah, I won't say anything.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
I think it's here.
And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes.
E-handbook and
It's
Celeste's
obvious,
account.
isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
When Celeste said what she did, she shouldn't have known yet. With that in mind, what?
All I said
I used the
was,
Celeste's account, right?
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
I only have Monokuma File 3 and E-handbook.
Positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died.
No. Wait, is it absorb bullet? Right? No.
I'm not saying anything. I want you guys to get this.
I need fucking help with the bullet at least.
Okay, fine, it is an absorb bullet.
Okay.
Shoot! So, what is so suspicious about what she said? Think about it, nobody said anything about Taka being dead.
Yeah, I know that.
All I said was... They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused.
I'm gonna say
They
Gus.
must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
And that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it?
I feel like I didn't absorb the right bullet.
No, you did not.
So I didn't get the right bullet. Shit. I better get rid of it then.
They must really be enjoying this. Enjoying the sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is
Wait, I know what I have to absorb actually.
And
One sec.
that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Okay, but okay, if you don't know the bullet, you know like what is strange about what she said.
It said those guys. Meaning that she said a second body has been killed, aka Taka, even though they never mentioned Taka was dead to her.
Yeah, you got it, exactly, yeah. She shouldn't have known that Taka was dead at the time because no one said anything about it.
Yeah, there we go. So do I have to write absorb bullet or no?
Yeah, you're absorbing the Akio and counting those guys.
Yeah, those guys, yeah.
I said they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be positive. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, there we go. Taka was never mentioned to her about being dead.
That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died.
There we go.
When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
She's been busted.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys?
Yeah, for all they know, it could have been Kyoko that was dead, not Taka. A girl. Ah.
Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
I probably would have said that maybe Hiro might have been dead.
Yeah.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Oh, here comes the funny part.
It's true to the end.
Yeah, we're there at the end now.
Imaginations.
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took? How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
He's not.
Okay, this one's kind of easy as well.
Yeah.
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on. And then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
No, why would she need a timer when she's the one that took the picture and Hifumi and you were there? So, Hiro's in the costume, and Hiro met basically the Hifumi and Celeste, because we know they're accomplice and murderer, in the rec room. And I don't think Hiro would have willingly put on the suit.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
You took the picture.
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Kyoko's onto something.
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
Yeah, let me get a picture. When picture comes up, I'll let you analyze it.
No, There is no other explanation.
I probably skipped the picture a bit too quickly. Other explanation. There we go, look. Examine that closely. Do you see it? Because it's a kind of subtle, actually.
Yeah, you can kind of see it.
It's very subtle in the way they're doing it. So, fair play to them.
Yeah, look.
If it wasn't a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away... Yeah, it's sort of leaning. Hifumi and the suspect are dancing. It's Hifumi and the suspect have been drinking. Yeah, that's the only explanation. That's the Irish explanation for it all.
Yeah, the robot justice had too much to
It's
drink.
not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
Nah, they both had too much to drink at the rec room. At 1 AM.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility.
I think the Irish way of saying it, that they've been drinking, is the better way of saying it.
The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Yeah, so as you can see, like, you did notice that the hero who's currently inside the Robo Justice, right, is slightly leaning on Hifumi, right? So therefore, the only explanation is Hifumi, with his fat ass somehow doing this, is dragging the unconscious hero to wherever he was laying to sleep, which was the locker in the pool. Surprisingly, they didn't throw him in the pool. You know, they could have done that.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be suspicious.
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Yeah, so really, Hero got Justice Hammer 1 and not Celeste to be put to sleep. Or at least that's what that's my theory anyway.
Such a thing is utterly impossible.
No, it's not impossible.
Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Not redonkulous. It's not redonkulous. It is the truth.
Is it? I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Oh, this is getting spicy.
You are going to regret telling Kyoko to shut up.
Yeah, Kyoko is just going to fucking grab you and just bitch slap you across the face. Like, multiple times. Backhand, front hand, you know? Best thinks she can prove that there's no way Hifumi was dragging the suspect away. But is that really possible? Hangman Gambit. Damn it. Let's see first.
You dressed me up in that suit after I passed out!
Yep.
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight!
Yep.
You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Yep.
Like I said, ridiculous.
No, it's not.
As you can see in the picture, the suspect is standing perfectly upright.
No.
If the person inside the suit was unconscious,
Which is?
there's no way they could stand up straight like that.
Then the fortune-telling idiot is the culprit after all!
No way!
Yeah, I get it. Because with the Robo Justice costume, you can literally only stand up straight.
So it's the costume then. Okay.
You dressed me up in that suit after I
Passed out. Then you just draped me. You tried to make me look.
Yeah,
like
because he
I
can't
said.
bend.
As you can see
So
in the
they're
picture,
shit.
the suspect is standing perfectly upright. If the person inside the suit was unconscious, there's no way
They could stand up.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong, Celeste, and we'll show you why.
No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
You totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Oh, is her face, her mask cracking?
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it.
It's all starting to fall apart now.
That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Here comes the fun.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Oh no. Spinny cam.
She's losing it.
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
There it is.
Celeste?
You gotta love when the smart ones like that crack. It's more satisfying.
Clearly, you want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
She lost her lovely accent. Yes, she did.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying?
No, because that is false testament. Hey, Hifumi, who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right, I remember their name. It was Celestial Ludenberg. No, he says Hero.
When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
How did you know it was Yasuhiro, she said? Well, you know, he could have said it was Monokuma. Why did he say that? If so they can really pin the blame. Because Hifumi is a simp, right? Celeste took advantage of his simpness, and he followed Celeste in every single way up until his death. So therefore, in order to solidify her escape and graduation, he said Hero, Yasuhiro, to say Yasuhiro so they can fully put the blame on him. That's why.
But there is another reason as to why he said that, which we're getting to.
Yeah. They really just want to blame it all on Yasuhiro here.
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Wait! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Shut up.
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro, but are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
That's a funny statement. Just
Oh, that's a really funny statement, actually.
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He said for serious a lot. He gave everyone nicknames. No,
I got it!
he said last
That's
name.
right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example.
Yep. He at least had respect for people. Names at least.
So if Hifumi Fumi did mean to say Hiro's name. He would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name.
I don't think so.
Indecent?
Fuck's sake. We don't need her input right now.
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
Did she stutter?
No. There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
What did you just say?
Busted. Looks like her name's not really Celestian Ludenberg. It's some Japanese name.
To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Actually, I like Celeste's voice actor when she's getting mad like this. It's actually quite nice.
It really is, yeah.
Come on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you?
The biggest one in this game, actually.
Well? Do I? What?
She's going
I
ballistic.
think
Yeah.
I earned the right to be a little on edge.
Oh, I love her going ballistic.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Fine! Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
Oh, I love the accent that this person's putting on for Celeste going mad.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be Celeste's real accent.
Yeah. But I still won't give up, so then I have to do something to make her accept it.
Okay, think about it, Antron. There's only one way we can actually figure out her real name. And what is that?
Right, those are the troop bullets. Robo Justice costume. E-handbook. Spotless hammer. Yasuhiro's message. And Robo Justice.
Yasuhiro.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste. You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celestia Ludenberg! God damn it!
I like how they put it upside
How long
down.
do you plan to go on pretending?
And by the way, I think he got the right
It's the truth.
troop bullet.
And since you have no way to contradict me, that's the only truth there is! Moron!
Yeah, let's just shut her up once and for all, please.
Yeah.
Hifumi was trying to tell us something.
Yeah.
He wanted us to know the killer's last name. Yasuhiro.
Yep.
If there's one person here who might have that last name,
It would have to be you, Celeste.
Yep.
You haven't told anyone what your real name is.
how many times do I have to tell you? My name is Celeste!
That's a contradiction right there. I wish. I wish
How
that
long
was
do you
it.
plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since
You have no way to contradict
me,
No, that's wrong.
Antron, the e-book handbook does dispense your real name.
The handbook.
It shows Leon Lawada, Makoto Naegi. It shows their full name, their real name, not their stage name, not their fake name, not their YouTuber name, their real name, the birth name they were given.
what?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right?
Yep.
Monokuma told us all about it before.
This handbook is absolutely vital to a healthy school life, so don't lose it, don't break it. When you set it up, it will display your full legal name. Always make sure to have the right one. Now, this is not your everyday notebook. It also has many more uses than that.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Yeah, because Celeste Ludenberg is not her real name.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because
She doesn't want it to end yet.
Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Yep. Time for the manga. Time for the best part of this fucking game. In this case, how did the killer recruit their accomplice? Was it seduction? I don't think. I think, well, it obviously shows her in the room. So, this is the only one where they're side by side talking. Like, see it like this way. So, I think that's that one.
We'll come back to it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one there, though. What time did the killers call their victims to the rec room? So, that's 1 AM, right?
Barely see it. Yeah, it has to be that one.
They knocked him out, then stuffed him in the Robo Justice suit to falsify their evidence, and they used a certain item to do it. It has to be a hammer. Okay, so show them wait. Let's go. Oh wait, there's one missing. Who was it that the killer summoned first? Oh, we skipped one by accident. Oh wait, no. This one is... Oh, this one is Taka's one. Okay, so we put that one there. Sorry. We put Hero here because it was Hero that they summoned first. And they use a certain item. Let's skip that one, to be honest. We can get his watch, which is not that way. Right, so that goes there. The Justice Hammer that was used to kill Taka, what number was it? It was 4, right? Or 3? 4.
The number 2 was to... So number 1 was to fake Celeste, number 2 was to fake Lumi. Yeah, it was number 4, yeah, because number 3 was in the nurse's office.
Yeah. In the library, Hifumi used something to fake the existence of a shadow criminal. Okay, so we know this one was the bag of blood.
Might not be.
No, remember, he had to douse himself in blood, especially on his head. And look, Oh wait, no, it actually wouldn't be, because that's there. You're right.
That wasn't the library.
Oh no, it's a hammer. It was in the library. Fuck, I overlooked that. Was it Justice Hammer or Tree?
It was the camera that he used. Yeah, but
Oh.
pretty sure it was the camera, right? He used the camera to convince everybody that Hifumi was the camera.
Let me read that again. In the library, let me use some to fake the of a shadowy criminal. Yeah, it's the camera. Which Justice Hammer was in the nurse's office when Hifumi's pretending to be dead?
That was number 3, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Number 3. Move tackles by. We need to find the. We found Roderick, the fucking chop ball. Here's the dolly. The weapon the killer used to commit murder on Hifumi. What was it? It was the spotless hammer. Well, that's not very spotless. Let's see if there's a different hammer, just to make sure. There we go. Okay, which one did we miss then? This one. They knocked him out, then stuffed him in the robot. Justice Suit to falsify their evidence. And they used a certain item to do it.
Oh, I get it. The camera is actually supposed to go there because the camera was used for them to pose the shot.
Yeah.
I think. Nah, that has to be it, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it does actually fit here, actually. There we go.
And then the other one, just trying to see what it was.
The library. When we use something to fake the existence of...
It was Justice Hammer 2 they used to fake it.
Reenact.
Here's exactly what happened.
Perfect.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder. And that person was...
Hifumi. Okay, that was right then.
Hifumi. With an accomplice, the killer was able to execute a number of otherwise impossible schemes. First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Which was Hero.
That someone they met with was Hero.
Wait, did they use chloroform to knock him out?
The murderous duo intended to pass Hero off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo-Justice suit.
Yeah, okay, yep. We got it right here.
Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo-Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hero. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Yeah.
And then finally, at 6 a.m., they moved into the murder phase of their plan.
They killed Super Santaka.
They called Taka to the equipment room.
Bonk.
And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer 4, which was left there in the equipment room.
and then go back to bed. I think last time we were making jokes about that, actually. Last time I was playing this. Or at least Steve was, or something.
Yeah, like, not sure who it was, but basically, yeah, just have like Ifumi kill Taka, and basically Celeste just gets a free task if she knows what they're done for this.
Yeah, I know. It was either me, Steve, because I know you were shocked by this, or it could have been someone like Isan or Celeste that was making the same jokes about this. Actually, I feel like it could have been that Celeste person.
Yeah, but it does sound like something Celeste would actually do in the game.
Yeah, she should have. That would have been a funnier take on it.
I mean, like, the characters would hate her for it, but, like, at least you get a free pass in, like, the next chapter.
Yeah.
The reason hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of the crimes. So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room.
Yep.
There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1 and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2 and an injured Hifumi to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, we left Hifumi alone in the nurse's office. This was exactly what Hifumi was looking for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared. But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Oh! Looks like she already had the weapon in her hand in the panel in the bottom right there. So it was actually the spotless hammer with blood on it. So it's this one we actually need to put on there. God damn, I thought we had a flawless.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final act.
Fuck's sake. We nearly had that.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them. And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened in this case. And the villain behind it all is...
Celestian Ludenberg.
So close.
Yeah, she acted too sus this whole time.
Honestly, yeah, it was such a dumb plan. Like, it was too suspicious.
Celeste! Sorry, you lose.
He's not really sorry that she lost. He's happy.
I Lost?
Yep.
I lost?
Yep.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
I actually prefer this accent over the posh one she had. It feels nicer.
Yeah.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor.
I, Celestia Ludenberg.
Actually, no. Taiko
There we go.
Yasuhiro is fine.
There it is. It's Taiko Yasuhiro is fine. That's her name.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
Hey, at least she's like Mondo, at least. She did drag it on a bit, but not too much.
Yeah.
Case, game, set, match. I rest my briefcase.
I could make a stupid joke about that, but I won't.
To be honest, I kind of was setting up for someone to insult that, to be honest.
Well, okay, fuck it, I'll do it. I brought a briefcase to school, and I set it down on the table. I rest my case.
127. Actually, that's a lot. Yeah, so it looks like my skill I got Taiko or Luden or I mean Celeste gave me double the amount of coins by the looks of it.
Yeah, also congrats.
Okay,
no game
Monokuma.
over.
I'm ready to begin.
Yeah, we didn't do it. Game over. Let's go. We basically had a flawless run this run.
I thought we would struggle a lot with this one.
No, we just actually used our brains.
Or, no. I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay.
It was Steve
If you
with the
would,
knife.
Please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What?
We already know it. It's not like we really get the vote, though.
I'll wait till the third game.
Same. Oh, the amount. Oh, I'm just gonna. I don't know who I'm gonna vote for, but actually, I know who I was voting for the entire time because it was funny. If you remember.
Oh, I do, yes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go quickly to the toilet, and I'll be back.
I won't be.
Case closed? Yep. All cases are closed now. Ugh. It's basically a formality at this point, but once again, you are totally correct. Hey Steve, did you leave the quad, or... I think he did. I think Steve left the quad. Oh, Antron, wait until you see the execution on this one. It's fucking hilarious. Well, not really hilarious. It's pretty funny. Or really good, actually. It's a really nice one, actually. The Blackened this time, the true killer who devised the whole stinking scheme was... Celestian Ludenberg. Or more precisely, Taiko Yasuhiro.
Honestly.
I lost. Well, that sucks. I guess trying to work with someone else was a mistake after all. Hifumi's impudence was beyond all my calculations.
I knew it.
So you really did approach Hifumi with this plan. But how did you get him to agree? I can't imagine he would happily agree to commit murder. I'm sure she relied on her speciality, lying. My speciality don't make me laugh. I don't have to lie to get him to agree.
So then...
Then did you use, you know... I knew you figured out, Kyoko. You're absolutely right. To get Hifumi to act as my accomplice,
Indeed.
I used her. For everyone who's still left, I avoid mentioning it by name, but... It was the one thing Hifumi and Taka were both super into. Does she mean... Is she talking about alter ego?
Say what?
What are you talking about?
Just a second.
Don't interrupt, we're in the middle of a very important conversation here. I'm totally out of the loop as usual, how sad.
In other words...
Then you're the one that stole it.
Indeed.
That's right.
I see.
And you used it to drag Hifumi into the plan you'd come up with. Wow. I actually completely forgot about that fact. That she robbed alter ego. Right again. Last night after we had our meeting about how it disappeared, I paid Hifumi a little visit. Yeah, you know, I don't even want to be in his room. Why are we meeting in his room? Oh, what are you doing here?
Actually...
I was hoping I could talk to you alone. It is about what was stolen. I know who did it. What?
Are you okay with
It was Taka. He stole it. Bruh, she blamed Taka for this. What?
So then...
I approve. Would you like to see it? At least she's nice enough not to spoil their plans with alter ego, yeah. As it turned out, I found a use for the digital camera. I'd taken you-know-what to Taka's room earlier and took pictures of it there. Did you cheat Chihiro? Yeah. It's AI Chihiro is what it is. / Mondo because, well, they turned into Mondo for a bit. I deleted the picture as soon as I'd shown it to Hifumi, of course.
Damnation!
So she somehow broke into Taka's room last night, took a picture, and hid it away. So it was him. But how did he do it? She was supposed to yell if either of us got close to her. You are correct, which is why Taka forced me to steal it.
Say what?
What?
As for me...
Please forgive me. He threatened me.
Oh.
He did.
As for me...
He came to my room last night unannounced, and then it's hard for me to even say. He abused me.
What?
Wow. The biggest lies ever. The world's biggest fill ain't the fucking word part, man. The biggest fill in the world ain't even close. It's bigger than a fill, I can tell you that. He got played, but he got played too hard, man. Bro got fucking played. And he took pictures. He said if I don't do as he asked, he would show them to everyone. So I had no choice.
Damnation!
That's a crime, an absolute crime. Yeah, the crime is he didn't share him, even though he was nowhere near her. I mean, I knew he'd gone a little crazy, but
Say what?
I never imagined he would go that far. It was amazing how completely he bought it. I can't express how enjoyable that was. Wow. Yeah, she deserves her punishment. I think one of the only characters to deserve punishment. I'm about to say something I've never said before in my life.
Completely unforgivable.
I'm going to kill him. I'm going to fucking kill him.
Most unfortunate.
Wait, please. If you go now, you'll be playing right into his hands. Huh?
Actually,
And Taka's planned to use her to escape. And he has made you his target.
What?
Escape? You don't mean... Taka's going to try and kill you. Yeah, that's... Yeah, and he stuttered doing it too. Well,
indeed.
and all he said can do... And all so he can keep her to himself. That bastard. That's the second swear of the game, baby.
Completely unforgivable.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 6 or 7 now.
Honestly.
Can we allow him to continue with these barbaric acts? Yeah, we can. Absolutely not. How could I? She.
I swear!
I have to save her. Then would you like to join with me? It just so happens I came up with a plan. Huh? I devised a way to reclaim what he has stolen and escape this dreadful school. And with that, it is complete. Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, nothing. Oh, wow, she's that cocky. She's that confident that, oh, nah. Ifumi agreed without a second thought. The effect that item had on him was remarkable. The power of love, even a love as twisted as that, can still drive people mad, it would seem. You disgust me.
I see.
I have another question for you. Was that strange costume Hifumi's creation?
Indeed.
Yeah, it was a real pain in the butt, too. All I asked him to do was make something to hide the face and general body size. I had no idea he'd make something like that, but it's my fault for picking him in the first place.
But...
So why'd you decide to make me the suspect? Because you're stupid.
Huh?
That's it. Yeah, to be honest, he's so stupid. Matter of fact, he got away scot-free.
Let's see.
And in that regard, I made the right choice. I'm so glad your stupidity surpassed my every expectation. Life must have been tough on your parents, though. Oh. Man, even after she lost, she's absolutely pulling no punches. Bro, she can tell Hifumi to do whatever the fuck she wants. He's wrapped around her fucking baby pinky. Right? So tightly that literally she can just say anything to him. No matter how dangerous, disgusting, or weird, or anything, he will fucking do it. Just for her. If she said bark, he'd fucking go on a barking spree for the rest of his fucking life. He won't even speak human, he'll only speak dog for the rest of his life. That's how fucking bad he is. I feel like I could cry.
Well.
But when you were explaining your plan to Hifumi, how did you explain the part about him playing dead? What, she asked What she's asking is, what was Hifumi supposed to do after that, assuming you had actually let him live?
Are you okay?
That's simple. After he did his part and pretended to be dead, once someone showed up, I told him to say he'd been seriously wounded, he's on the verge of death, but he just barely held on. Yeah, I say one wrong move and literally the gig would have been up. And he really believed that? Well, of course, that wasn't all there was to it. As I explained it to Hifumi, the plan was, while you were all questioning him about what had happened to him, I was going to murder someone else. At that point, Hifumi would have an alibi, so nobody could doubt him. I told him that, and he believed it. It all seems very straightforward, stereotypical. I just matched the lie, the level of the opponent. In fact, Hifumi, for fuck's sake. She's too good at this. No wonder she's the ultimate gambler. Although, her execution and the overall plan was bad. Hifumi did his part to a T, to perfection. While Celeste just couldn't keep a poker face, and that's the reason she was found out. If anyone messed up the plan, the only person to blame is Celeste herself. If Fumi didn't mess it up, Taka or Hiro didn't mess it up, it was Celeste or Taiko herself messed it up. He believed the lie wholeheartedly, right up until the moment of his death.
So in the end...
But you had planned to kill him all along. But of course, wow. There would have been no point to my plan if the one who pretended to be dead did not end up dead himself.
What the heck?
How can a human life mean so little to you?
Well...
That's a non-issue. I simply did everything in my power to win.
Don't be mean!
Now you sound like Byakuya. Oh, that would have been nicer, actually. That way then, we don't have to listen to Hiro, and I don't think Super Saiyan Taka will be able to get his ass out of that. But then again, he's Yodamura Compass. Actually, no. Oh, how... Nah, that makes it so hard. Oh, how... That it's interesting, but I don't know how she would have done it. It would have taken... I say it would have taken since day one to convince... or at least whittle them down. Or at least take something of super value. Like... the Mondo thing to do it. Then again, he is quite simple-minded enough to where she could probably manipulate him easily enough, like Hifumi, so... Yeah, maybe she could have gone away with it after a good, extensive, long talk with him. And planning. Yeah, I could see her actually doing it a bit better now after that. Oh, that would actually be quite funny. And then she kills Taka in the end then. But then we'd be stuck with Hifumi then, until he dies.
I wonder about that.
No, his dearth is his pleasure from the thrill of the hunt. In that aspect, we are nothing alike.
Why?
Now, what made you take things this far?
What the heck?
Was it really just for money? Are you talking about the $10 million Monokuma offered us? That is a lot of money, it's true. But that's not all there is to it. For the moment, our new life began. My only thought has been escape.
But
all along you've been saying how we have to accept living here.
You little bitch!
Obviously that was a lie.
Hey!
I couldn't take it. I hated it from day one. More than anyone else in here.
You little bitch!
I wanted to get out. Every day was fresh torture. And do you wanna know why, huh?
This is fine.
Because I had a dream. And accepting a life here would have meant nothing less than giving up on my dream forever.
Honestly.
And there was no way that I could ever do that. In the underground world, gambling, I risked my life to make metaphorical killing.
As for me...
And it was all for that dream. And what was that dream of yours?
Isn't it wonderful?
To live in a European castle. A castle? And to gather handsome men from all over the world to serve as my butlers / bodyguards. So why do they all look so pale? Did she turn them all into fucking vampires? I was going to make them dress up like oh, fuck's sake. I didn't forget about this part. I knew she wanted a castle. And satisfy my every needs. Once I obtained that, I would have to create a perfectly aesthetic world of the I can't say the fucking word.
This is fine.
Living the rest of my life there was my only dream, my only goal. That's what life is all about. Combined with my own winnings, Monokuma's $10 million would have made that dream a reality. I got right to the edge, but
there is nothing
unfortunately my dream has been scattered to the wind. Still, I don't have any regrets. I pursued my dream till the very end, so why would I?
Just the worst.
You sound so passionate, but you're really able to kill your own friends for it.
Oh.
Are you asking me to feel guilty? That's a pointless endeavor. Wow. No, she wanted a castle in Europe. Like Germany or Czechoslovakia or somewhere like that in Europe she wanted to be. And then dress sexy boys up as vampires to satisfy her every need. Yeah. So it's not Japan she was going to do it, it was in Europe. I think nothing of sacrificing others for my own ends. I feel nothing.
Do you understand?
That's all there is to me. That's what makes me complete. Well, and plus, there are castles in Japan. It's just that they're tourist attractions. Or they're off limits, but you can still see them somewhere. I think that's all there is. Isn't it terrifying how different their values are? There's simply no room for understanding.
What is this?
That's what we meant. That's what we should be saying, and plus, how can you be so calm? Don't you realize you're about to die? Why aren't you scared? My ability to lie is unrivaled, and I take pride in that. It's not just other people. I can even fool my own emotions. The conclusion decides the unconscious. That's why you're not scared.
Yes.
That's right. I don't fear death. Tell me however you like. But you know, if I could be reincarnated, if I had a choice, then
isn't it wonderful?
I think I would like to come back as a Marie Antoinette. Antoinette.
Hey.
You just get executed again. God damn. Okay, that was a good one there from Hero. Celeste smiled, then, when she did, it looked to me like a poor effort to force it. She claimed she could fool her own feelings. But that statement itself must have been her final lie. And that weak, fake smile is what betrayed her.
Thrills, chills, kills!
You all done? Okay, let's get it rolling. The Blackened disturb the peace and must pay the price.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment for her, the ultimate gambler.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
Antron, you're gonna like this one. This one's quite nice.
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this. What?
This is...
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Celeste has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. The burning of the versatile witch. It's the Connor execution. See, it's the Connor's execution. Hey, oh, I remember that day, Steve. If you're still there. The fire truck was completely unnecessary for this execution. Fucking good job, Monokuma. Fucking taking out the last bit of fucking fire. It's the most unnecessary execution of all time. Followed by a ridiculous ending. Yep. Yeah, we called it the Connor execution back then, yep. It's the... To be honest, he nearly did get hit by a fucking fire truck that day. Yeah, so our friend was going across the street after a day of college, back when me and Steve were in college. Our friend Connor was going across the road. The best, it makes sense, is how she want the room the way she want to be executed. Yeah, it kind of did. Yeah. Instead got hit by a fucking fire vehicle, she did. Right, so our friend Connor was crossing the road. I think it was like a red light. And a fucking fire truck was coming around the corner speeding. Well, not really speeding, but going fast. And he nearly got fucking hit by the fucking driver. Oh, it was so funny. When our friend Connor nearly got hit. And the fire truck driver gave him such a dirty look. I swear. If Connor didn't stop in time, and if the guy didn't want manslaughter charge or something, he would have just kept fucking going through. Like, the man was not slowing down, the fire truck guy, and literally would have fucking hit Connor. It was so fucking funny. Oh, we all couldn't stop laughing that day. Her friend nearly died to a fucking fire truck. Oh, we couldn't stop breathing. I can still see the fucking dirty look he got that day. And nearly get fucking hit by the truck. Damn, I didn't get a spared this time. Yeah, this time. Yeah, so in other words, don't fuck with the fire with with a person that's driving a fire truck, you will just be ran down, and there'll be no shits given. Oh, he got the dirtiest of the dirtiest looks. It was hilarious. Oh. Emblems are the same, yeah. Well, we haven't got an embless one yet, so we're fine. And if anyone's going to get fucking hit by it, or nearly hit by it, it's probably going to be fucking me. Well, at least you're getting hit by by more about the right vehicle that's going to the hospital anyway, so there's that. It's over. The third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. Celeste killed my friends, so I can't pity her, but I also can't deny that at one point I considered her a friend too. And for him to just come along and hit her with the Connor execution, yeah. Isn't it just awful? Someone couldn't cut free of their regrets from the outside world, and so more people had to die. Actually, I don't think there was a time limit on this execution on this motive. Actually, I think the 10 smackaroos were just there. There was no real time limit from what I saw.
Extreme!
You guys are so young. You need to place more value on your lives. Wow. That's rich coming from the guy that keeps giving motives every few days.
What are you gonna do?
Jeez, and here I thought you guys were gonna pass the torch of hope to the next generation.
Let me
But
out of here!
what do I care about hope? I'll throw it in the trash if you let me out of here.
Too bad.
You're all the embodiment of hope, whether you like it or not. And it's my destiny to knock you down one by one. It's sad, yes it is, but that's the reality I just can't be avoided. Don't talk like you're not responsible. How long are you going to keep making us go through this? What do you want from us?
How strange.
I get sick of people asking me that. Give it a rest already. So anyway, Kyoko, did I see you get some kind of key type object from Celeste?
Hey!
Oh well, that money's gone down the drain. Yeah, it's really gone down the drain. So what's the deal with that?
What?
Huh? What's the matter?
So then,
I'll answer a question if you answer mine.
you...
What did you do? What did you do to me?
Who?
What?
Hey,
Answer me. What did you do to my body?
Ooh.
Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh man. Oh jeez. What do you mean? What did I do? I have no idea. Bullshit. He fucking knows. I don't know anything about it. What was that just now? The mastermind did something to Kyoko's body? What does that mean?
Hello.
Okay, things are getting kinda awkward. I think it's about time I got out of here.
Well,
Meanwhile, you guys can go on enjoying your school life. If you get lonely, give me a shout. Not that I'll do anything about it, of course. Wow. Scumbag of the year.
see ya later.
See ya! Monokuma disappeared, leaving us all depressed and in despair. Although it wasn't all despair. There was one small hope. Hey, Kyoko, Monokuma already mentioned it, but what is that key that Celeste gave you?
so...
Most likely, it's the key to one of the dressing room lockers.
Huh?
What? Then that means... Celeste probably hid it in there.
Hey,
I suppose sometimes it's easiest to miss what's right beneath your nose. Well then, better go check.
Indeed.
Good idea. Actually, I think this is the fastest someone's gotten over a debt. Actually, in this game. That's the fastest someone got over it. We left the courtroom and rushed to the dressing room. As we approached the dressing room, Kyoko looked back at us and said,
Hey,
I'm going to go on alone from here. Everyone else, head to the dining hall. I'll check in with you later.
What?
Why exactly are you going alone?
so...
You even have to ask. As she spoke, she glanced quickly at the surveillance camera.
Come on.
That's not what I mean. Why, you little... There's still a risk. There's still the risk of a spy, you know. Then I'll go too.
What?
You. Please let me go. Standing here arguing is just going to draw more attention to us.
Goodbye.
Do whatever you want. Then give you off to you.
Well then.
And it's up to you now. I'm going to go to the dining hall, okay? Well, I wonder who the spy is. Me too. So Makoto, are you Kyoko going to go together? Does that mean what I think it means? Wow. He's got her head out of the gutter.
Okay.
Good luck, Makoto. Girls like her are total pushovers when you show a little backbone. I try to forget what Hina said. Everyone headed to the dining hall, leaving me and Kyoko there alone. Steve, is there really a spy though? They all could be just the best of friends, you know? That's what they could be, the best of friends.
Shall we go?
Well, shall we? Yeah.
So then...
We need to get to that locker. Kyoko took the keys Celeste had given her and unlocked the locker. And as the locker swung open, we saw...
You really came.
Good morning. It's been a while, hasn't it? It's safe, thank goodness. I'd never heard Kyoko sound so relieved. It was like she was speaking from the bottom of her heart. I did what Celeste asked. I didn't say a word. I stayed quiet the entire time.
So,
Oh, and I think I might be able to open the last set of files soon. Maybe as early as tomorrow. Doing my best, so please wait just a little longer. So now we can officially say the case is closed. As far as this incident is concerned, sure, but can we take a second since we have the opportunity? I want you to be honest with me. Kyoko, please tell me, what are you trying to do all this on your own? What are you trying to do all on your own here at the school?
You...
Is that what you wanted to come here with me?
However...
Regardless, that's not something you need to know right now. I don't need to know. Just make me want to... It makes me more worried.
What?
Worried? Like what happened during the investigation this time. You disappeared and we didn't see you again. Without warning, without explanation. When did you do that?
Indeed.
It's only natural that they think I'm the mastermind spy, right? And you too. No. I believe in you.
What?
You believe in me? It's an obvious. People believe in their friends, right? That's what I want you to tell me. I want you to believe in me too. Because we're friends. I understand.
It's true.
Then maybe I can believe in you. Just a little bit more. Then,
That's fine.
fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you why I've been disappearing and where I've been going. You see, what I heard from Kyoko then was, well, frankly, it kind of blew my mind. Right after I told Kyoko I believed in her, she told me a story that was, well, almost unbelievable. I decided I had to confirm what she told me with my own two eyes, so I waited for nighttime to come. And when I did it, I went into action.
Correct.
The boys' bathroom on the second floor doesn't have a surveillance camera or monitor in it. And in the storage closet there, way in the back, it says way in the back the boys' bathroom storage closet, but could Kyoko really be right about this? Oh yeah, there's this. Which one's the storage closet? That one back Did I hit the right one? Yep. Just a normal storage closet as far as I can tell. The secret Kyoko told me about could it really be hidden here? Yeah. Oh, you can actually see the outline of it, actually. She said it's way in the back of the storage closet, but I mean, seriously? Without thinking, I placed my hand on the back of the storage closet, and suddenly, as if I were being yanked in, ka-chunk. At the same time, as I heard that sound, I fell through the wall. I had no idea what's going on. But I had fallen through the back of the storage closet. Huh? It turned out, the back wall was just a revolving door, and I'd made my way to the other side. Just like Kyoko had said.
Correct.
In the boys' locker bathroom, there's a storage closet. And in the back of that closet, there's a secret room. So, this is the secret room. But what's in here? It's just a normal desk with normal drawers. Okay, how about you look in the fucking drawers? There's a bunch of files and what look like volume after volume of yearbooks. They're all covered in dust. Looking at everything, one file at the end of the bookshelf caught my eye. Oak Peak Academy Student Registry. This is the only thing in here not covered in dust. Has someone been looking at it recently? I slipped the file into my hand, but before I had a chance to take a look at it, a slip of paper fell out of the file and I turned my attention to it. You must not leave. That's kind of weird. I could understand if it said, I can't leave, but you must not leave. Well, my head feels funny. This strange sensation is like deja vu. Those words, you must not leave. I've seen them somewhere before, but I can't quite remember. What do I know? What don't I know? Is Randy Orton with the RKO from out of nowhere? Yep, it was Randy Orton with the RKO. A strange sound rang through my head. It felt like it was shaking my brain back and forth. And then, darkness. I don't understand what's happening. I don't know what started it. It's all over. And with that, I opened my eyes. I didn't know how long it had been. Yeah, ow. Apparently something hit me and I lost consciousness. That's all I understood. The dull, throbbing pain in my head proven that much at least. An empty bookshelf. Huh? Empty? Gone? It's all gone. The yearbook, the student registry, and even the notes that fall on the floor. It's all gone. What does this mean? My brain refused to do any more work. The intense pain in my head began to spread across the rest of my body. For now, I should go back to my room, get some rest. Damn, Randy Orton is a savage. My body was heavy with pain, my mind heavy with thought. I dragged myself back towards my room. Somehow I made it back to the first floor of school. The farther I walked, the more I felt. Things are getting blurry, can't see in front of me. Couldn't stop myself from collapsing right there. After that. As if from a vast distance I heard a sound. It was faint but undeniable. That sound, it's come from the gym. As I desperately hauled my shaky frame towards the gym, the sound got stronger and stronger. What's going on? It can't be nothing. Here in the gym. Ooh. I didn't make a sound as I opened the door to the gym. The sound's coming from inside, meanwhile only intensified that much more. Before me there raged a battle beyond anything humanly possible. No one's side not human, that's for sure, but regardless, I couldn't stop staring. I forgot to move or even breathe. Damn. Sakura versus the bear. Who's winning? I would like to know.
Why, you? What do you think you're doing? I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you defy me? This wasn't part of the deal!
The deal?
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat. No longer compromise. No longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Okay, but you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Damn. What am I looking at? What am I hearing? A hostage? Then could it be the mastermind spy is Sakura? A next generation legend, stand tall galactic hero. There's only 7 of us left. Goddamn. Ooh, Sakura does. Yeah, she's confirmed. I'm going to call it a night here, though. Turn to main menu. Yeah. That is intense. Oh, this game. So good. Oh, this game is so exciting. Wish I could experience it all over again, but sadly I cannot. But I'm still enjoying this game. Oh, this is good. So yeah, that is basically chapter 3. That was the double kill, which is surprising. And now we know Sakura is the confirmed spy, which is crazy. So next Thursday, which is when I'm going to be doing it again. Which I'll be just doing the daily life is what I'll be doing. So all I'll be doing is the daily life. And then Saturday I'll be doing the full game. Yeah, not the full game. I'll be doing the class trial again. I'll try and get to them sections again. But yeah. Enjoy the rest of your nights and weekend, and I'll see you Monday. Probably for some Overwatch. But yeah, enjoy the night and eat.